Hi, hello there, hello everyone, hi QC, Dave. Hey, thank you so much for the raid. Hello Q, also hi Bran. How's it going? How's it going everyone? Today I am incredibly sleepy. Also hi Kalanto. Welcome. I hope you have fun in today's stream. Yeah, I don't know why. Like everyone's so sleepy. I am sleepy from the moment I wake up. We are in the middle of an epidemic. So anyway, not a lot of news from last stream. I'm just real happy that I'm drawing a little bit more. But today is 3D Art Day, so let's just go straight ahead because I want to talk about today's plans. Chup, chup, there we go. Hi Bird, hello there, how's it going? Happy to see you join on the fun today. So, first thing first, let me move this around so I can kinda see everything. There we go. So this is how we left the model last week. You know, there's a few details like the stripes in here, this zigzag shape. They kinda need more pixels. So one thing we are going to do first before continuing with anything else is to make the whole texture bigger. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. I'll just make everything twice the size and we can kinda work out the pixels. Like here we can just have this shape for example, so it's a little bit more rounded. Stuff like that. You know, that's the goal, Bert. I wish I could take a nap today. We will add a little bit more detail to a lot of things. And I think that will improve the look of the whole model. Yeah, we don't have another color for this, so I will just get one right now. There we go, for example, we got already one part. And if we come in here, we should start seeing a difference already. Like this looks way better. We kinda lost this line though, so we need to add at least one pixel. Yeah. Or hell, even the two we had. In any case, how's everyone doing? Any cool thing to share? Any good news? No, this part, however, I think I will move around. Yippee, that checks, that makes total sense. I will move this over here for now. There we go, so we got everything positioned. This should come here somewhere. What exactly is this? Is the side, okay. So this should also be white. There we go. And now we will see what should be okay and what can we change. If, for example, the belt buckle, we can leave as is, so we will pick everything that goes into the belt buckle. And this can actually be half the size. Hey, come on, I want to actually change this to be half. Do you have to do it in another layer? Okay, so now I can how do I change it to 50%? There we go. And this we can leave over here for now. While the belt we will actually add a little bit more detail. There we go. In the pocket of Big Eve. Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Right. There we go. So this still looks the same. We can even add a little bit of detail to the green parts. By the way, today we are using the Rush playlist because I was about to fall asleep at any time. So maybe this will keep me awake. Go. See a little bit more of detail. And we'll continue expanding. Yeah, I'm using Sprite, Glanto. It's a really good software for pixel art, so I thought maybe it would be the best fit for our texturing style. we can actually move this a little bit down. There we go, a little bit more detail. Nothing crazy on this part, but in other parts it will actually make a big difference. Like for example, next we got this. This absolutely needs more. Oh yeah, I used Prime Base a long time ago, but it stopped working with Blender and I haven't found a version of it that still works. Are you using it currently? Like, do you know of the current version? Yeah, it got broken. The developer of the plugin just let it be, abandoned the project, and since Blender kept updating, it stopped being compatible. Such a shame, but you know, it's what happens. So yeah, next I think I will work on this part since it's the same colors. There we go. Nothing more to change in here. This part can probably keep having the same amount of pixels. Let's see. How do I change this to be half the size? 50, 52, 50, 50. There we go. For example, I will move it here. We will do a little bit of ordering in here. Hi, Copper. Hello there. Happy to see you here. And with this, we got something already. Alright, next part will be this. We will make this also smaller. $50-50, moving it over here. Alright, something like this. There we go. Next we will work on this one. This one actually needs a little bit more detail. There we go. Oh, for the pixel art, this is Sprite. Sprite is real good at editing pixel art. I really recommend it. Why is this one not fitting? No, because we got 2 pixels that are the same. There we go. Wait, why is this not working out? We kinda changed the size of the pattern, so we will probably need to change a few things. Oh, thank you for the follow, Corena. Welcome in here. I hope you have fun on today's stream. So this one goes up until this pixel. And this is just 3 pixels short. There we go. All right. Hi, Corena, hi. Here, a lot of good things for this. Oh, Sprite is like 17 bucks. I think it's affordable for what it is. Hey, Corena, don't say that. Like, anyone can do this. It can be a little bit scary at times, but you know, with a little bit of practice, you can actually make some interesting things. Never let anyone or anything tell you otherwise. 3D art is for everyone. Yeah, exactly, a little bit scary. Only a little bit. It's not like it's going to hurt you if you do it wrong. So in any case, we got the torso part of the jacket down. So next will be the pants. The pants are easy. We will finish soon with them. Now we need to change a few things to make this work. There we go. We should have done this for the other one. This pattern works way better.
Yomo Gato, drink some water.
Oh, hi buddy! Hello there! Drinking some water, as you say. Thank you. Hey, things go little by little. I always say it like bit by bit. You don't need to get down on everything at the same time. When learning Blender, you can maybe learn how to make simple shapes or something, and then you can move on to more complex things. If you saw my first 3D models, you will love it up because they were so bad. They were just, hey, how come I am not selecting anything? Why am I moving? There we go. Hey, thank you for the follow, Tetraminos. That's a funny name. Thank you so much. Live and learn, Brander. Exactly. Hey, QC, that's so cool. Like, I didn't know that. I would love to see that. Thank you, saving. Alright, getting this down. There we go. Hey, we got a race already. Let's see who's winning this time. Ready, set, let's go! And we got Marina, we got Boxit, we got Aggie, and we got the Volta Black from DNG. But I want to make another stream making more community models sometime. It seems Boxit is in the lead, but he's having second thought. But anyway, Boxit wins! Hell yeah, that was fast! I am getting so many silly ideas for more mini games. Sorry to hear that, Brand. The job market sure is in shambles right now. I don't like this shape. I think I will just do something like this. Because we got nearly every single shape in the pants down. Alright. Sorry to hear that, Brand. That's that's an interesting. I didn't see that one coming. I gotta say, it's pretty natural not liking kids, cause you know they are hard to interact with. Kids can be lovable, but they sure are a big responsibility. And a big headache sometimes. Alright, I got this dark and part too. And the pants are already looking 100% better. Next part will probably be the torso, the t-shirt, because we are already there and it's the main reason we wanted to redraw things, so yeah, let's go there. And the thing is, if we look at the reference in here, you see that we got like 3 different slashes and they got a red border, so that's something that we really needed some texture space to make through. Something like this maybe. We will even anti-alias a little bit the borders. Something like this. Teaching shear is difficult, that's why there is so many terrible teachers out there. They are appointed because they are good at the field they are supposed to teach. But being good at a field and being good at teaching it are two very different skill sets. We will move things around so there is a little bit less warping. There we go, this can go up. There we go, I think this looks decent enough. We got some heavy warping in here, maybe a subdivision will help. Not really. Maybe changing the flow of the polygons. Yeah, this is a little bit better. There we go. This texture is only a part of the torso anyway, we will need to change a lot of things, because as you see here in the texture, we got a little bit on top and on the bottom of this part, but we will add that later. Let's see what's next in the texture space. Probably the arms. The arms could use a little bit more detail for this little fish shape. Well, thank you, Copper. I highly suggest to just look for tutorials on YouTube or even hang out on my streams, because I tend to cover the whole process, so it's always good to see references. I can also recommend other creators if you want, like there's a bunch of really good ones. In fact, a fair amount of people that come here to this stream are 3D modelers themselves. Little Norwegians here, by the way, that I didn't mention before. Also an amazing low poly modeler. Also streaming from time to time, so feel free to follow. And yeah, let's work on the arms. We can add a lot more detail like this. We can add even more if we actually add some anti-aliasing. just like this. There we go. Adding a little bit of shapes in here. To make those shadows a little bit more interesting. There we go. Something like this. And this already looks way better. You know what you are doing, Brand? That is what is witchcraft to me. Like, you work with so many little tools. I say little, but they are actually huge. You know what I mean? You work with a lot of tools that do very different things. And I just work in a couple of them to do everything because my head wouldn't be able to wrap around so many tools. There is such a thing as too many tools, at least for my little whittle brain. And its limited functionality. I can add a little bit more shine like this. Let's see how this in Blender now. Way better, way more interesting. We probably could change the UVs a little bit more though. We can make this a little bit wider. There we go. Something like this. We can probably make this come a little bit lower too. And in fact, I think we should remove a little bit of curvature in here. We don't really need it. This is a little bit more accurate. And we can actually move this a couple pixels down. There we go. Alright, much better, much more similar to the actual reference. This part probably can look the same, so we can make that smaller. Let me see, 50-50. Moving it a bit down. There we go. So I can now move this over here. And it looks virtually the same, but we are using less texture space. Oh, thank you! Lower Reset Music. Welcome in here, by the way. Thank you so much. This one is taking a little bit longer than expected, but it's because I really want to make a good job, because it's such a detailed commission. I think the last bit we need to rework is the boots. Everything else can probably get the current pixels. The whole tail can keep the current pixels, to be honest. Oop, what is going on? What happened? Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't know what happened. Anyways. Programs sometimes just do that. I still don't know why. It's it's such a weird thing. Let me see, 50-50 is what we need. There we go. Same with the tail. There we go. Right, it looks about right. So now we can go to the woods. And it's the last part we need to work before starting to add new areas. Hey, that rings a bell. And yeah, I'm thinking out of everything in the boot, probably this part can be half the size. This already has a good pixel density. So I will make this smaller, and then everything else we can fix the texture. Hey, thank you! Global reset. All of this can go like this. and everything else we can now fix. Stuff like this, making this wider. Maybe adding like a little bit of shadow over here. There we go, a little bit more of detail for our cords in here. For the laces, I mean. Maybe even adding a little bit of shadow to the side. Hey, we got a persona. Let's see who it is this time. It's the plant kid. This was another project that I had to scrap. I was working on it before starting working in Froggen, before I decided to make a more serious game. Like, it was a strange project, I gotta say. It was like a humanity inspired exploration game, but also you will have a lot of different platforming mechanics and you will grow seeds on a farm to use those abilities. It was weird. Also, you might remember that, buddy. That's the beginning of the current character system we are using. It all started because I made a state machine for that game. I think I can add another darker color in here. Something like this. Yeah, sounds about right. Let me see this. Yeah, a little bit better. We could make this a little bit smaller too. Oh, remember, we're not talking about the models this time. The character system we're talking about is the code behind Froggen. And it's a little bit of a tool that I code back then to be able to control characters and give them different abilities. While also being able to tweak their values without having to recode everything. I think the boots are looking better now. This we can actually make half the size too, as I think this one will fix. Yeah, so we'll make this one half the size. There we go. And this one we will just change its shape. There we go. A little bit of shadow over here. And it should be good to go. Alright. So we got everything reworked. We can actually start adding new textures now. And let's see. What should be next? We got this in here, which is the hands. So let's actually work on the hands. As we see in the ref, we got gray, just the same color as the pants, and we got like an arrow in here, and we got yellow little spikes, and we got a little bit of white, and then the skin. Oh, also I should have added this little bit of texture in here. And this we can probably fix too, but we'll see. This will be a little bit complicated. I wasn't a big fan of how it turned out, so we'll see. Just fixing stuff. There we go. Hi Fracor! Hi there! Yeah, I am the dead behind Fragan. I'm Fragan Anchor. Poor little sequel ends up being forgotten. Yeah, I'm the Fragan guy. If you look at the game when it loads up, it's got my old logo, which was a very simple version of this character just coming out of the ground, out of a hole. Maybe I should make some sort of redeem to become that version of the character for a while. That would be fun. Yeah, we'll go with something like this for now. Yes, it kinda works. I hope being the Fragan guy is a positive connotation. Thank you for the follow, Fraco. Thank you so much. Hey, we got a new goal. 770 followers. That's so neat. Thank you so much. As I was saying, I hope that being the Fragan guy is considered a positive thing. Because there is certainly some people that consider it the other way around.
Yomo Gato, drink some water.
Alright, drinking some water. Thank you, that was refreshing. It's okay, there's so many games out there. I haven't played almost any of the games from my codis that I really want to play. You just don't really have the time with making games, which is a shame. Thank you, Copper. Let me see what I was doing. Yeah, the hands. So I'm thinking I will make a shape for the hand, like this. And then I will actually add that shape. Just like an arrow. There we go, little bit of shadow in here. And then we can have like the finger shape. I will do something real quick. I will open this in a Sprite 2. So we can actually pick colors if we need to. Alright, this is the same as the pants. There we go. Something like this. Hey, that's so cool, Rakra. Making games sure is fun. I would love to actually make some tutorials on that. Also, hi Faber, the one who cooks me and kills me every time. How's it going? That's an extra. How's everything going, Faber? Any cool things to share? Anything cool that's coming up? For now I think I will move this aside, have this over here. So I can actually work on this easily. Hey, we got a race! Let's see who's winning this time. We got the punk goblin, we got the emailer, and the base robot. And as you say, Copper, like it's true, finishing a game is the hardest part of it. I want to share a little anecdote. I think I have told this like a number of times already, but I don't know, I like this anecdote, I think it's very important. And also, hey, Pangolin wins! You had it, but sometimes that happens. We love you, Dave, anyway. So yeah, like, back when I was a teenager and I was already working on games on my free time after school, as a hobby, I actually use Game Maker Studio. Well, actually, it wasn't even called Game Maker Studio. It was just Game Maker. It wasn't even bought by JoJo Games. And it was a fun hobby, but I never finished anything. I just tinkered with it, made like little stupid things. But I really wanted to actually make a game, make something that was playable, that was seen as a game. And it wasn't until I was way into college, actually almost out, that I read an article written by the developer behind Spelunky. Also, Heavy! Come on! You really like the parkour, don't you? So anyway, as I was telling, I read that article from the Spelunky dev called The Art of Finishing Games. And it really inspired me and it really told me something. You cannot finish anything just by randomly hacking and randomly playing with it. If you want to finish something, you need to see the task as something that you need to do. You need to actually control the scope, and you need to prioritize finishing over adding things. I don't know how to put it into words, but it really, really, really made a difference for me. Because I learned things like, if you want to finish a game and you don't really feel like working on a critical task that you got to work on today, you just work on something else. You keep a list of all of the features you need, you write them down, you keep everything organized, so you are always hacking towards finishing the game. Is this the middle of the finger? I am not sure. Yeah, all of these come to this, so all of these come together. Actually, I think I kinda messed it up. We got two in here.
Hey Molgato. Gaming_Electros has a message for you.
Oh, hi,
it says, tier list of every Molgato game win. Hey Molgato. Gaming_Electros has a message for you. It says, tier list of every Molgato game win.
We got a duplicate message again. I thought I had fixed that. But yeah, really, like finishing a game sure is a lot of work, which is why you cannot afford to do it without having your aim in the end. You need to cut out stuff that is taking forever and you can do without. You have to be smart when it comes to features, make things reusable. You need to know when it's time to cut everything short and call it a day. Because otherwise you will never finish. Yeah, the message playing twice is a thing with Touch Portal, which is the software I'm using for a lot of the redeems. It sometimes edits things twice. I thought I had fixed that by adding a little cooldown, but it seems it's not enough. Sometimes. Alright, so with this we got the fingers in here.
Yo. TGC_Dave has got something to say. It goes. Hey, did you hear this message? Do you want to hear it again?
This time it only worked once. Yeah, it happens. There we go, we got all of the fingers, but we will do something cool now. Actually, I will also work on this one. The thumb is also really important, so we'll just find a cool angle for it and project from view. Something like this, probably. Yeah. And here's the funny thing, if I copy the whole finger texture in here, and I just make it way darker, like a whole tone darker, but this one I'm not sure how to do it. Something like this. And I think we have another tone for this. Not really, we don't really have a darker tone. We're actually using the dark tone? Is that possible? No? Okay, we'll just make a darker one for this and use this one in here. So now that we got like a darker version of the finger, we can take all of these faces at the bottom and maybe these ones too. We just move it aside and we got the dark version of the hand. We got the whole underside. There we go. We got the hand. I don't know how to make a tier list of my own games, like what will be the parameter to judge them. I wouldn't be partial. I wouldn't be able to just look at them and sort them. Plus, I'm a little bit embarrassed of the quality of some of my earlier games. You know, it's a process after all. You learn with each new iteration. But every game I made holds a little place in my heart, even the kinda shitty ones. Oh hey, I didn't fix this part in here. All of this should be half the size. There we go. So now we are only missing one thing in the hands, which is the little yellow spikes. So we'll work on them, and I think it's the same yellow as this, so... And they are kinda like a sharp fin. Their design sure is interesting. There we go. Oh, maybe this... Yeah, this works.
Yo Molgato, drink some water.
Drinking more water? Really? There we go. You're absolutely right. Right, Brand. Like X5 has such a good soundtrack, and it's such a bad game otherwise. It's not fair. But I guess it could be worse, like it's still not X7. Even X6 has some questionable things. Yeah, I think this looks a little bit better. And we can even add a little bit of shining here. There we go. Because now this can come in here and we can make it big. There we go. And there we go. They only appear from one side because they are single faces. Or actually, now that I'm looking at the ref, they go the opposite direction. Strange. Okay, so that's what we'll do. They are also not as not as exaggerated of a shape, so we can actually simplify them a little bit. There we go. Much better. Alright, we got the hands, we got a lot of those details. We can actually add this too, which is like a little pendant thing in here. We can add this texture too. We'll start with this, now that I think about it. Because this really shouldn't be this should come in here. This track is so good. And I think it should be something like this in terms of shape. We'll see. There we go, we can move this here. There we go, and we can actually make this a little bit lower. A little bit bigger too. Alright, we got the shape. Maybe this can actually come a little bit over here. Yeah, something like this works. And it got like a zigzag, so if this is the end, we will do something like this. Something like this, maybe. It's a real tricky one. There we go. Saving. Saving. Oh yeah, this works. This kinda works. There we go. Also, thank you, Dave. Really appreciate you. Alright, so with this done, I will actually add a little bit of shadow in here to make it more believable. Hey, thank you for the follow, motivated tomato. I love your name. Thank you so much and welcome in here. Hope you have fun with today's stream. Yeah, something like this. Next part is this little fishbone thing. And we will actually pick this ray for it and add it over here. But I will paint in yellow first because it's easier to see against the background. So we got the spine. We got this. I think it kinda does something like this. And then it got the top part. Alright. And it's got like 2 of those. And it's got like 1 X-shaped eye. We will probably just add across. I think it will be easier. Alright, so now we can actually make it the correct color. Something like this. And this should probably work. We actually had a space for it, but eh. And we will flip the normal so we can actually see it. There we go. I think it looks nice. Probably will need a few more pixels, but we'll just make it smaller instead. There we go. So with this done, we are done with the body and we can go for the head. And the head has sunglasses in here, but for now we will hide them so we can actually work on other parts of it. All of this is inside of the body, so we can actually do something like this. And now this is the face, and for this we will have a new texture. So in here, I'm opening a new file. I already had it ready. And I will simply just color like half of it. And we can start from here. We got the face texture in here and we can just reload it. And first thing we see is that this is the top and this should be the other color. So that's what we'll do. And it will actually go a little bit lower. And what we need to do now is actually get the shape of the eyes and the mouth correct. It's a little bit tricky, but I think we'll manage. So, the mouth is just a big zigzag. We'll just make a shape for it. And this is about right for its length. We can fix the UVs a little bit. So this is about right for its shape. Maybe it could be a little bit wider, I think. There we go. All right. And for the eyes, I think I will simply use white. They're pretty round. We'll see. Something like this maybe is the shape. Compared to this, it's not too bad. Maybe they are a little bit too big. We can probably go a little bit smaller over here. Maybe we can lower it. There we go. Yeah, way better. So we can actually start adding details already. The nose should be over here. And it should be shorter. Something like this. The mouth, we can actually do something like this. Have a little bit of a zigzag. Let me check. And we should be making smaller zigzags now, but we are outside of the main shape. There we go. It's not bad, but it's too big. We need to actually have... actually, it's too small. It's like too little space. So we got less teeth, but they are a little bit bigger. Maybe something like this works better. Yeah, way better. This should actually come a little bit more like this. And to get the smile a better shape, we lower this a little bit. We move this half a pixel so we get a single pixel in the middle for the mouth. Maybe lower this a little bit. Yeah, I think this works. So we can actually add a little bit of shadow underneath. And even a little bit of a smile over here. As for the eyes, we got a very simple eyelash shape and it's completely black. So we'll start by adding the whole contour. Contour? How to pronounce that?
Intercepted a transmission from Little Norwegians that says this. How are you dealing with the heat?
Oh, I am not I am not dealing well with it. We got the IC, we got what we call the gentleman, which is a little fan that has a bucket of water incorporated, so it can evaporate water to lower a little bit the temperature. I don't know why we call it that, but it kinda stuck. Yeah, we got something like this for the eyelash, and we got a little spike in here. That this is cutting off. Interesting. So we will have to make a little change. We will assign this to the eyes. Unwrap it. And just try to stitch it together as best as we can. And we kinda need to move things a little bit because this gets super deformed. In fact, maybe we can be cheeky and cheaters and do something like this. An extra subdivision. This one goes to the body again. Comes here. And we got more space for this one. There we go. A little bit better, I will say. We can even take the chance to make this a little bit rounder. There we go. About 31 yesterday. Let me check what is the temperature here right now. 37. 30 freaking 7. What the hell is this? And we are supposed to believe that climate change is not happening? Seriously, the whole world is boiling. Alright, so with this done... Hi Adri, hello there! So yeah, it is really hot. I will drink some water and count, to be honest. Oh damn, I am so sorry to hear that. A lot of fires lately. We also get a lot of them here in Spain. Sadly. It got compounded with another problem, which was the immobiliary speculation. Real estate speculation, I mean. It got real bad in Spain because of the 2009 crisis and the real estate bubble that we had before that. So there were like a lot of man-made fires just to clear up places where they couldn't build. Alright, so with this we got the shadow for the eye. Maybe we can lower it a bit more, I think. Yeah, this looks better. A little bit more natural. And as for the eyes, they are a very interesting green. Should be somewhere like this. Just 1 pixel off. Something like this maybe? We'll see. The Carter's Due came out today, custom racing inspired game with multiplayer. That's so cool. I will look into that because if we can mod it, maybe we can make like a community day thing in which we actually add ourselves as models. I think we can add even a lot more little shading to the eye like this. Let's see the face in action. Oh, thank you for the follow, Chen Mao. Welcome in here. Hope you are having fun. I think the eyes are a little bit too big. The iris, I mean. So we will copy a little bit of this and move it left by 1 pixel. Maybe do the same with this part. Little bit better, but still too big. No need to thank me, I am always very thankful for anyone who decides to join and to have fun in here. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are here for. And the more the merrier. There we go with this. And we got the inside. That shouldn't be dead center, it should be a little bit closer to the inside. Maybe it shouldn't be as tall either. Hey, Jeff Winner! Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I think this works a little bit better. Maybe the eyes are still a little bit too big. A WinRAR is you. No, that is my kind of humor. Too close budget, that crashed it. Like, okay, it did your work for you, in a sense. Alright, now about the shading in here. We can make it darker. Way darker, and we have like a bridge in here. I will try something like this. Then we can use the same color in here as an anti-alias tone. Something like this, which is not too bad, honestly. And then we can get like a lighter, little bit greener. Maybe something like this. I think this looks good. Have a fantastic lunch, man, okay? Eat well. Alright, I think we are cooking with the ice. I think this works pretty well. So now we only have to work on the glasses and the hair. And then we can actually go to the all of the non-symmetrical items. But first, the glasses. They should be easy to work on. We got the glasses in here. And they just have like a dark blue frame. They are kinda squarish. They go something like this. I think today was playing concertinas. Hey, that sounds fun. Like, I guess there is not a lot of mods yet if the game is launching right now. But I guess with a little bit of time, it will be perfectly possible to do that. Though of course, if it's being out in early access or something, there might be mods already anyway. Whoa, that's fast. Well, you know what? I was wrong about that. Thought that was a safe assumption, but hey, that's better. That's even better news. Alright, so we got this. And this is the glass. What to do with the glass? We will paint it normally for now, make it opaque. And we will bake this. Maybe paste it in a new layer. On this layer we can change its opacity, I guess. There we go. 26. So if we come here to Blender, yeah, it kind of works. It's getting things. And this should come over here. But this is cutting the glasses too much, so maybe we can move them up a little bit. This can go this way. Yeah, I think something like this works. Maybe we can make them a little bit wider. A little bit taller too. And we can actually add like a bridge over here. Something like this. I think this works. Oh, I see. If they were able to work on mods during the beta, that's smart of them. Because they are able to launch with already a big amount of mods. Oh, that's so cool. I will actually give it a look, because I will absolutely love to have a game that I can mod myself and my friends in. Alright, so with the glasses done, we can actually work on the hair now. This should use the body texture. And since it's a total mess, we'll just make it a single point. Alright, there we go for now. And let's actually go to a sprite and get the colors right. So we got like 3 of them. We got the normal, dark one. We got a lighter green one for the tips. And it's got some shine and it's got some little things. So we'll actually work on that later. So, first thing first, this will be a normal hair strand. And I will make like a division in here. There we go. And this should be what the shine is, which is something like this. Yeah, I think this should work. Now where to put this? Maybe here, so it doesn't get in the middle of anything. Hey, that's cool. Alright, so out of this being the same color makes sense. Now we just need to actually make sure that we get the shapes correctly. Let's see. This is supposed to be the other color. So we'll do this, and then this face we can actually blend together a little bit. By doing something like this. So that way we can actually control the angle. Hey, look at her go! She really's got the moves. So yeah, we get all of this part of the hair that is supposed to be the other color. This one we will also make two colors. As this one. Something like this. And same with this one. So it looks pretty much decent. We can probably make this also this color. We might need to change a few shapes. Just like this. There we go. We actually need a darker version of these two. So let's do that. So I think this is what we'll do. Because now we can just pick whatever is supposed to be a darker color. Just like this, with this whole part, and just move it over here, and it kinda works. There we go. I think this should be just this. There we go. Alright, hope it goes well at the doctor. Have a fantastic day. Bye, Dream. Alright, so next part is this side. It's got this whole part in green. And this one just does something like this. Same with this one. And of course this bottom part is darker. Now the top also has a little bit of shine to it. But not too much, to be honest. Something like this. And this part is just dark. This one is green. Comes here. Something like this. There we go with this. And I'm sorry if the strings is getting a little bit boring at this time. It's a very mechanic part, but we are almost done with the hair, so that's already a plus. Now, checking the reference, this whole part is green, so we'll just pick all of it, to be honest. Yeah. A couple of these should be darker. As well as this. As well as all of this. But this part should be a little bit more jagged, so we will jack it up. There we go. So I do something like this. There we go, getting everything completely synchronized in these two. So we got like a cool shaping here. And we are only missing this other strand of hair. This one goes here too. All right. There we go. This track is so good. And we will do the same with this one. Yeah, something like this works. Now the inside of this part of the hair. You know, we maybe don't need. Alright. I know you're all tired, just like me, by the way. I can feel it in the air. Today we will finish soon, to be honest. With this done, we got the whole thing modeled, and we only need to add a little bit of shine. Maybe fix a few parts in which the topology is poking out. Just like this. Hey, happy to see you here, Tsunami. How was that nap? Did you rest? Alright. Now how to add this shine? I'm thinking I will. Let me think. Because this sure looks nice without it, but yeah, I bet better than no nap. I'm so sleepy, dude. I don't know what's up with today. It is a sleepy day. Alright, so we got this shape. Yeah, I don't like this. The shine should go more over here. Alright, this is a little bit better. I will do something here and I will make this whole part be this color. So now we can actually see the color fade too. Something like this for the shine in here. And as for here, I can do this. There we go. I think this looks pretty nice. So now we can actually try to make sense of a rig, see if it works or not. And of course it doesn't. But if we assign it, it might. Like we can just... No, of course we
Yo
don't.
Molgato, drink some water.
We made this from scratch. Alright, drinking some water. And of course I gotta save. Alright, so first things first, we need to add to our rig a few things. Like for example, this for the tail. We will subdivide this a bunch of times. There we go, something like this. So we got tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4, should go over here. Tail 5. And we have one for physics. 12 tip. Alright. This one will duplicate and make it thick. Actually we don't need that, to be honest. We can add physics without that. Out of this we move to hidden, and this one goes to exposed, I guess. So now here in the bone constraints thing, it will pick all of them and dump track. To this one, 0.85, and copy to selected. Alright, so now if we move this, we got this physics in here. Honestly, I think I will add it here too. This is cool, this works. And we can reset this way. Now what else? I think we are almost done in terms of what bones we need for now. Also, hi Rosaurius, welcome here. I think for the jacket I will add the cursor in here, add another bone. And this one will come over here. And this will be jacket. Parented to this one and goes to hidden. Those groups are just because I can just go here and we don't need that bone anymore. This will go with physics. And with this I will add another. Call it jacket tip. So we can add wiggle to the jacket too. Why is this not working? No, because it's not in the bones thing, it's in here. Okay. There we go. Maybe a little bit less. So now doesn't really work. Why so? Alright, buddy. Have a fantastic dinner, okay? Maybe if this one is parented to this one instead. Not really. I got scared for a second. So maybe this one can be subdivided. But I'm not really sure about that. You too, Tsunami, okay. Have a fantastic dinner, you too. Well, I think we won't need this one. Screw the physics in here. Those physics we will animate ourselves. Oh, you got scared. Okay, I see. Sorry. What else are we missing? We are missing like a few little physics things, but we can add those later. The most important thing now is that we can actually go in here, create empty groups again, and now we can actually paint with. And for now we will be like very generous with what vertices we paint. go. And if we move this around, we can actually see what this is not affecting. We could also just pick some faces. To make sure that we are painting the weights correctly. There we go. Because now this kinda moves, and this kinda moves, but it's like super. Hey, we were painting on this one. Okay, this we shouldn't have done. So we'll just remove it for now. Because this is the one we were supposed to paint. There we go. We can now paint this part too. And for now all of this goes completely red. But we will change that soon. Alright, this works. There we go, alright. And to test one, we can actually move the feet. And we can see that the bat is a little bit weird. Alright, something like this. Little bit in here. And a little bit in here too. Maybe not as much. I think I will hide the tail. Alright, so this way we can actually have the leg affect a little bit of the bat. Hi Shanstone Gazer, hello there. What kind of emote is that? Alright, so we can actually make this half-seas between two students. There we go. Yeah, you're a bad big blue. It's so good. You know, with that specific animation of Foxy, like even if I am not an FNAF player, like I haven't played it at all in my life, I still find that animation real funny and I want to do something with it, with Jam. Because I just find that Jam will jump just like that. Like that's something she will do for no reason. Alright, this kinda works. But not completely. What is that? Alright, so we got this. Something like this, probably. I think this kinda works. Alright. Now for the jacket. We'll start by painting all of the jacket red with the chest. And then we pick the jacket and just make it affect the border a little bit. Just like this. Alright, so with this we can add like a little bit of wiggle. I think I will make it a little bit more subtle. Also, sorry if I'm a little bit in the zone with this model. I'm still reading the chat. Just takes me a little bit longer. Alright, so now this kinda moves everything a little bit, but not too much. Now for the arm. There we go. I really need to add more dances or something for her. Poor James only got the Shantae and the Johnny Bravo. Yeah, jump scare. That's exactly what I had in mind. She will totally do the foxy jump. Alright, so this kinda looks okay. The shoulder maybe should have a little bit of a say in this part. Little bit in here, little bit in here, too. Little bit of the border around the arm, so we can actually like raise everything. Actually, a bit more over here. Because now if we raise the shoulder, it should affect this a little bit more. This power should be more like this. Yeah, something like that. Way better like this. So now we only got like the hands left. These two probably we can simply part this for now. There we go. Now for this one we will make this go with the arm. And then just start painting. Like for now, this is like the bulk of the hand. I don't know why it is like this. But anyway, we can now actually paint the fingers. Well, thank you so much, Brosaurius. I'm trying my best to make this entertaining to see, although I am at a very mechanical phase. So I'm happy to hear that you are enjoying the process regardless. Let me see if I turn this down. It's not exactly good. We should make these 50-50. As well as this. There we go. Alright, so now I do the same with the next finger. This is 50-50. This is all 50-50. And then everything else is just 1. Because now if I rotate this, we got a little bit of everything. There we go. Yeah, the most entertaining part is the way it gets fucked up. That's true. But you know, when it works, it's like cathartic. It's so good to go and see it actually doing what it's supposed to do. Like this, more or less. Go with all of this. And we gotta fix this one vertex. There we go. Because now if we... Actually I need to paint a little bit more in here. There we go. Alright, good enough I think. Now we gotta paint this one. We kinda do the same thing. Seems it works. So yeah. Can add a little bit in here. So yeah, this works. So now we got like the whole body, and we can simply start working with other parts. Like for example, this one will be very easy. We'll just paint everything this color. Because, and if I remember this shortcut, how was it to change from one object to another? I don't remember. Anyway, if we go in here, this one is a bit like this. 0.5, I think. So I will make sure that this coincides. There we go. Because if it's exactly the same as the other, all right. Now we should be able to kinda... Yeah, it kinda works. There we go. Hi Mapo, hello there, happy to see you. Happy larking. I think we'll end the stream pretty soon. The idea was to finish all of the textures, but we still got some asymmetric details to work on. So I don't know what we'll do. I think we will paint the base red. Just like this. just so we can have like a nice gradient. There we go. And we can even add a little bit more blending, just like this. I think this works wonderfully, to be honest. So we only got the head and the hair to add, and this should be fairly easy for now. Because I can simply come in here, select everything, and just assign it to the head. And same with this. There we go. So now we can even pose her. Well, pose them, I mean, sorry. Force of habit. Stale time. Hey, this kinda works. There we go. Same with the leg. And we even got this for the jacket control. Like we can do something like this. If they're falling, can even go a little bit like this. Head works. Oh, the neck is not working correctly, actually. Easy fix. See, this is the kind of things that we need to move to find. There we go, so now this actually moves with the neck. Now we got a few rogue vertexes in here. Happy to fix them. There we go. So we're almost done actually. I think next stream we will finish their model. we will finish them and it will be good to go. Taking longer than expected, but hey, attention to detail is important after all. Thank you, Tsunami. I would like to also do a few little cheeky tricks, like having an inside of the mouth, so when we change the texture we can change it for something transparent. We will see about that next stream. Thank you for being here, Rosario. By the way, now that we are here and there's like quite a few new people in here, I will always show our little Discord. For anyone in here that is lurking, if you want to join a community of people that are always nice to each other and show their work daily, like come here. Like most of us in here are artists ourselves or game developers, and you know, it's a really chill place to be honest. Indeed. Also, welcome back, buddy. Hope it was well in the fall run. So yeah, I think this will be how we'll leave the model for today. And next week we will finish this model real quick. So for now, I think we will just go to the just chatting scene for a second and see if we can read someone. And in the meantime, I just want to thank you all for being in here once again. Seriously, like, I don't know what I did to deserve all of you being nice to me like this. And just coming in here and hanging out. Snacks. Honestly, I will do with some snacks. I will probably get something and then rest for a while. For now, I think we can go with Reli's playing this Slade Spire. I love that game, by the way. I really do. I should play a little bit more. I am terrible at it. I only finished it that a couple times. But hey, let's go with Reli. Oop, what happened? I don't know. There we go. Alright, so everyone, be nice in there, have fun, say hi, and have a fantastic day, okay? See you at the Discord. Bye!